Hey there, record collectors. Today I'd like to share with you the LA late 60s psychedelic blues rock band Smokestack Lightnin. This is their only release titled Off the Wall. It was released on Bell Records. Four-piece band. I don't know a whole lot about them, but when I was a kid, when I was younger, I used to look at this record, and I was a big Frigid Pink fan, still am, and I used to always try and draw connections between this Kelly Green and the Kelly Green and Frigid Pink. And I mean, for a while there when I was in my youth, I thought they were the same guy. Mind you, one band is from Detroit, one band is from LA. But who knows, right? There's a bus, there's a plane, things can happen. But the more I looked into it on the internet, I mean, Discogs, the website that is renowned for having a very thorough database, very in-depth database, they link those two guys together, these two guys together. So the more I listen to this record these days and try and find some similarity, I think Kelly Green here did some backing vocals, whereas the Kelly Green with Frigid Pink was a lead vocalist. But sometimes I do hear some background vocal here that is similar to that of the vocals found within Frigid Pink. But you know what, I'm still kind of leaning towards, I'm not so inclined to go with the fact that they may be the same person. I think they are two separate individuals. But hell, you know what? When you look at that opening sentence, look at the question they pose. Is that really his name? What the hell is that supposed to mean? So I'm really confused here. If anybody has a definitive answer as to who the fuck this guy really is, I'd love to know. Feel free to message me or leave a comment here. I did pull out one of my favorite Frigid Pink LPs. This is Frigid Pink Defrosted. Now, I'll flip it over. And many or most Frigid Pink fans might be aware that, you know, Kelly Green, here we go, Kelly Green, vocals and cowbell. So I'd be inclined to go with, he's the lead vocalist here, of course, Tom Beaudry. But yet when you go on Wikipedia, various other websites, even some magazines I recall reading years ago, they would always refer to Kelly Green, aka Tom Beaudry, or Kelly Green, and then in brackets, aka Tom Beaudry, as being the same person. So I don't know. Like I say, I'm confused here. I should yank some more Frigid Pink, see what they say on there. But let's look at the photo on the front. Maybe we can make a connection. Okay, that guy there, here's Kelly Green in 1969 with Smokestack Lightnin, growing his hair in, sporting some shades. Look at his nose. And then come over here. Look at that guy. Combed his bangs forward. The nose looks the same. But yet there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys here. 4 people there. But when you go on Wikipedia and other websites, as I'd mentioned, they say that Tom Beaudry and Kelly Green are one and the same. So go figure. As for the rest of the guys here, we got Art Guy on drums, Ronnie Darling on vocals and percussion, and Rick Iserling on lead guitar. Now, I don't recognize any of these names, but I suppose they were probably all a bunch of LA local session musicians that got together to form a band. Now, these guys played a lot of the same clubs along the strip there in LA, excuse me, during the late 60s. Clubs like the Cheetah, the Whiskey A Go-Go, bands such as The Doors, Love with Arthur Lee, the Seeds, the Byrds, they would have frequented those venues as well. Let me see here. We've got a lot of session people here. We got Mike Deasy, Larry Netschel, Sandy Zevon, who is actually Warren Zevon. That's another name that he went by. Hal Blaine, of course, is the great jazz drummer. Hal Blaine, I should mention that Hal Blaine and Mike Deasy, those guys played with everybody in the mid-60s, late 50s through the 60s. Everybody from Sonny and Cher to Glenn Campbell, Jan and Dean, Dwayne Eddy, the jazz great Jerry Mulligan, Frank Sinatra, Johnny Rivers. Into the later 60s, they'd played with the Mamas and the Papas, Fifth Dimension, Mason Williams, the Grassroots. Yeah, so those guys have been around. They're seasoned musicians, and it makes me wonder, like, what are these guys playing? With all these seasoned sessioners on here, who is making this band sound as good as they do? Hopefully it's a combination of both. Sandy Zevon, of course, Warren Zevon. Now the backup group here was the Blossoms. The Blossoms were sort of like a girl group, vocal pop group, soul group of the 60s. I think they recorded for Reprise or Atlantic, one of the two. Our engineer, what do we have there? I'm trying to read here through the viewfinder. I know it says that somewhere in here. Now this record is engineered, produced by Vic Zaslav and Alex Casanagras. Now, Alex, I know he'd worked with Redbone, Poco, Edgar Winter's White Trash, Loggins and Messina, and so forth through the 70s. So those guys have been around. Ah, there we go. Vic Zaslav and Alex Casanagras. Not sure what else I can tell you here. We'll go have a look at the label. I'm probably missing some vital piece of information, but none of this is rehearsed, so I sort of wing it, as they say. So there's the Bell label, US pressing. And if you notice on track 4, about 3/4 through the text there, you'll notice a clean drill hole. That went right through, it permeated through the jacket, the cover, through the label. And I mean, I've got several records like that, and I don't know if that was done for the purpose of, you know, a promo or DJ copy kind of thing. There is no stamp, and it's just a regular retail pressing, but they may have done that when this product was deleted. I have many like that within my collection. Another that comes to mind is the US pressing of Spooky Tooth's debut. And thank goodness it's a clean hole, not a big messy hole. And I'll show you the jacket here too. You kind of have to look to see it. It's a little less noticeable on the back. But otherwise I've taken really good care of this guy here. So let's power this sucker up and cue things up, and away we go. There we are.
Take it easy, baby, before you go away. You kill me, baby, you'll get yours someday. Watch your step. Oh. Watch your step. Yeah. Watch your step. You better watch your step. Keep your eyes open wide, or you'll be hurting down inside. Watch your step. Watch your step. You better leave me all your money before you go away. Don't think I'm funny, honey. All I got to say, watch your step. Watch your step. Yeah, watch your step. Hey, hey, watch your step. Take your love from me, you're gonna be full of misery. Watch your step. Hey, hey, watch your step. I'm gonna miss your loving, baby, every night. When I get myself together, I'm gonna be alright. Watch your step. Watch your step. You better watch your step. Say you better get watch your step. Need me by your side. I'm gonna say go somewhere and hide. Watch your step. Watch your step. your man that you don't like. Throw that cat, baby, out of your mind. Follow me, baby, and have a real good time. Did it. Look what you get. I'm so glad that you understand. I'm 300 pounds of a muscly man. Did it. Look what you did.